for Game Time. Tonight we continue the road trip with the first of 3 between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Miami Marlins. Miami come in as losers in their last 9 games. They'll try to prevent that streak from reaching double digits next. Pablo Lopez gets the call for Game 1 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. Not necessarily an overpowering guy. Has an ERA in the low 3s. But one thing he knows how to do, he knows how to pitch, and he knows how to minimize damage. If you're going to have an ERA in the low 3s in this day and age, you're doing a lot of things right. This guy should be fun to watch in this one.
Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. D-Row, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Matty, this lineup screams it needs an overhaul. When you're last in the league in on-base percentage, you're not doing a lot of things very well. You're not giving quality at bats. You're not being professional at the plate and forcing the opposition to be on their heels at all. Empty base paths consistently lead to a lot of zeros on the scoreboard.
Here comes the first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Under it is the center fielder, and that's the second out of the inning.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 3, Bryce Harper.
And now Bryce Harper, power a big part of his game as he enters this contest, number 5 in the National League home run race.
Yeah, guys, this isn't a shocker right here. He is definitely known as one of the best pure power hitters in baseball these days.
Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Fouled away. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, boy, they are really in need of something to go their way as they come in losers of 9 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to find any way to dig themselves out of this current losing streak, then they're going to have to downshift a little bit. Do the little things right. Play fundamentally sound. Play good defense. Turn double plays. Don't give the other team extra outs. And then somebody hit a gapper in a big spot and let everybody relax a little bit.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The next 0-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss got him reaching. Alfaro corrals it, and the throw to first ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Now the Marlins will see what they can do. No score. Juan Nicasio, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, one of the strengths of this guy is handling right-handed hitters. Right-handers coming into this game are hitting under 250 against this guy, so he's doing a lot of things right when the right-handers step into the batter's box.
First delivery to him on the way. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out. We have a moment here in Miami to take a look at the Marlins starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
You know, I'm looking for a big performance out of that guy in the 6th spot. He leads the team in batting average right now, and it seems like every time he goes to the plate, he's getting a knock. Obviously, that's not the case, but these guys really rely on him for his consistency and the spark he provides with the bat in his hands.
So coming to the plate, Miguel Rojas. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know what, D-Row, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go. Now this pitcher's feeling the flow right now. 2 outs in the first inning. He's got really nice mechanics working right now and blew that fastball right by him.
Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
Oh, wow. That's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow. Not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. Nicasio, the former Seattle Mariner. He was acquired via trade last year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected. Love the execution of that changeup, but hats off to the guy.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Miami down in order. We are still scoreless. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Rhys Hoskins. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
Rhys Hoskins.
And now a pitch on the way. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Hey, not a bad pitch right there. Off-speed pitch down in the zone. You thought he would set that up pretty well. The previous pitch was a real good fastball up.
Yeah, I think the hitter was sitting all over that one, Dan. I really do. He saw that fastball up for show. I think he thought to himself, here comes the off-speed.
Stepping in now, Corey Dickerson. Fouled off. The 0-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Hoskins gets his lead at first, nobody out. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And let's take a look at Brian Anderson. This guy, when I see him out there on the field, I think of one thing. He's a ball player. Offers versatility for his manager. Outfield, little third base. He was fighting for the 2018 Rookie of the Year.
Coming to the plate now, Maikel Franco. He was 1 for 4 back in Wednesday's contest. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fouled away. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Down the third baseline. But that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
1-2. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. The next 1-2 pitch. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with. Here's Andrew McCutchen now. The average for him entering play sits down in the 250s from the stretch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. A runner on first with 2 away. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Dean has a beat on it, and that ends the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left to. So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Garrett Cooper, as we run you the numbers to see the splits between July and August. 0-1 the count. Now a flare out toward right center. Hernandez backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And let's focus on third baseman Maikel Franco. I think what gets lost in the shuffle, we get it. Offensive force. But he doesn't get enough credit for the way he handles the hot corner. The ability to pick it backhand and come up firing.
Up next for Miami, number 1. And he's a strong candidate for Rookie of the Year honors if he can avoid a collapse here in the final months. It's been a great first campaign in the big leagues for him so far.
That's got to be frustrating for the pitcher right there. He's well aware of who's having great seasons and who's having the tough seasons at the plate for the opposition. This guy put him in the tough season bucket, and he just gave up a knock to him.
First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. The 0-2 home. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out. So stepping in, Austin Dean. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Bottom of the second here with no score. Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike. He takes the changeup the other way out toward right center. Harper is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Marlins leave 1. We'll move to the third with no score. Standing in, number 73. It was a 2-for-4 effort for him in Wednesday's game. First pitch of the at-bat. Fouled off. The windup and the 0-1. Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Yeah, flip a coin right here. I don't know what you sit on. Fastball in, then a breaking ball down and away. Pick your spot and go with it.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again.
That was a nasty pitcher's pitch right there. Most guys strike out on that one. He was able to scramble at a little bit and give him another chance, and hopefully this pitcher misses over the heart of the plate.
And he fouls this one off. The next 0-2. Another one sent foul. The 0-2 once more. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Into the box now, Juan Nicasio. Line, but speared on a hop. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close. Hold on here now. They quickly requested some time to take a look at the replay, and they may decide to challenge that out call.
Yeah, definitely one of those bang-bang plays. And looking at it right here again, I still don't know if I can tell for sure. Going to be interesting to see what they decide to do here.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for that play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play. This is right to him in left as he hardly has to move as he handles it for the final out. Phillies down in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
Welcome back as the Marlins look to get the offense going in the third, and this is a lineup that has had its struggles this season. Entering the day, they rank near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. Now, one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening. So he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
Hey, that's just a great pitch right there. Fastball at the bottom of the zone, right under the knee. It's interesting. I was a low ball hitter, so you can take the strike zone and go to the ground with it. I can live with that being called a strike. What I can't live with is above the belt getting popped.
And he got him.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
In now, Pablo Lopez, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Liner toward right center, and the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Boy, you're talking about a cardinal sin for any pitcher to give an opposing pitcher to give up a base hit, D-Row, on an 0-2 pitch.
Yeah, that's got to be so frustrating, the way this guy's been executing. But you know what? Tip your hat to the pitcher. Stuck his nose in there, kept the front shoulder tucked, and found a way to get himself a knock.
Standing in now, number 47, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. Comes set with the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Lopez, base runner at first with 1 out. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there. The straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
Stepping in now, Miguel Rojas, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Behind 0-2 now. Now the 0-2 pitch. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. 1 left for Miami. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Now batting, Cesar Hernandez. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Goodness. 0-2 now. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. Both guys topping out at 95 miles an hour. First offering on its way. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Waiting on it, the center fielder. And that's the second out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 17, Rhys Hoskins.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Phillies first baseman. Line drive to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. On to the ready now for the Marlins. Brian Anderson comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Brian Anderson.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Seared down the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 hit down the line at first, and a step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, first baseman, Garrett Cooper.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Garrett Cooper. He flew out in his last at bat. Swing and a little blooper to center. Segura onto the grass. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, hitting pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Into the box now, number 1, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 1 for 1 after a single this first time up. Yanked on the ground down the line. This will get foul for strike 2.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit if he was able to keep.
And the third baseman is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Welcome back to Miami as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Gabe Kapler during the commercial break about the Phillies offense. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
The third
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
Here's the pitch. To short, hit hard. To his right, Rojas. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
Settling in now, Andrew McCutchen. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch on its way. Oh, he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1. Looking at his lifetime numbers, McCutchen comes into action carrying a slugging line above 470. Obviously a potent hitter looking to do some damage right here. looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. High in the air into shallow left center. Rojas calls for it, and that retires the side. Phillies down in order. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs, so the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Check swing called strike, 0-1. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Dickerson going back to the track, to the wall. Gone! A solo shot here to left. 19th home run for him on the season, as the Marlins will take a 1-0 lead.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. 1-1 the count. Now the 1-1 pitch is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Harper has a read on it. One down.
The batter, number 48.
Standing in, number 48. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Here's the first pitch to him. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors in the game for the Marlins. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Dickerson on the move. And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Now batting, number 49.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Pablo Lopez. He reached on a single in his first try. 50th pitch of the game on its way. Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. Marlins are on the board first thanks to the solo home run. 5 innings complete. It's now 1-0 Miami. Stepping in, number 73. He'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later innings.
The batter,
Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they can get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 0-1 pitch. Popped up. Rojas is there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
the batter, number 2, shortstop, Gene Segura.
Gene Segura standing in as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Here comes the right fielder. He can't get to it. This one's down. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Now batting. Second
This is
baseman,
their time right here. This starting pitcher has been on point all day. Runs have been at a premium. They have an opportunity to do something special right here.
In now, Cesar Hernandez. And a pitch takes off inside, and it gets away. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. The 1-0. Fouled away.
Boy, the Phillies have been looking for some offense all game long. They've yet to find it. Let's hope they can find it pretty soon.
The 1-1. And it's fouled away. That's lifted the other way out to left. Dean has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And they get the double play at third. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. Back to the top of the Miami lineup now, and stepping in number 47. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. And that misses ball 1. And I believe he broke the plane of the plate there. He most certainly did. It's a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Popped straight up. In there, a base hit. With that, the Marlins get a good start to the inning with their leadoff man aboard.
Now
So striding forward now, Miguel Rojas, leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here.
This guy's been on cruise control as we head into the middle innings of this one. And one of the big factors why, how about 8?
Meanwhile, this ball is into right center, and that ought to be good enough for extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. He comes across to score as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at third, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2.
0-2.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
Now batting, first baseman, Garrett Cooper.
Ready for another shot now, Garrett Cooper. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First offering on its way. Starts him out with a cutter, and he gets him to swing through it. 1 strike. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there. Base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute and hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
The 1-2. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. Catch is made in medium deep left center. Here comes the runner for the plate. And he is safe at the plate, and the lead is now 3-0.
Up next for the Marlins,
Jorge Alfaro will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 7th inning coming up. The Marlins on top, 3-0. Digging in, Bryce Harper. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Dean sprinting after it. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Up next for Philadelphia, the first baseman, Rhys Hoskins.
Striding in, Rhys Hoskins. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Rojas backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Now batting, the left fielder, Corey Dickerson.
Into the box now, Corey Dickerson. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. The windup and the 0-1. Fouled off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. Fastball well outside.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the leadoff guy on.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Waiting on it, the right fielder. And that's the 3rd out. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They trail it here 3-0. Digging in, Austin Dean. And I think the question becomes, how much longer are they going to stick with this starter? Fatigue could very well become a factor at some point.
Yeah, that's always a tough question to answer for a manager, especially when your guy's still pitching well. You've got to kind of look for some signs. Is he starting to get hit more? Is he?
And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
Now batting, number 48.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, number 48. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Snap throw from the catcher. But he threw it away. Skied into straightaway right. Harper has a read on it. And that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 49.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Pablo Lopez. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
down the first baseline. Oh, and this is past him down the line. A fair ball. Now a long throw home. And he is safe at the plate. It's now a 4-0 game.
Yeah, that's a nice RBI base hit on a hard grounder down the first baseline. If the first baseman's holding him right there, it's probably a double play, but not the case.
No question about it, Bueller. Sometimes it's a game of inches, and that ball hit were vacated where the first baseman, if he was holding on, that would probably have been one of those 3-6-3 double plays. Instead, it's down the line for a base hit.
Third baseman, Brian.
Digging in to try it again, Brian Anderson. 2 outs
please.
and 2 runners aboard
Now
here in the
pitching for
7th
the
inning.
Phillies.
Mike Morin takes over
28.
pitching duties, looking to get
Mike
that final out now here in this 7th inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a strike called at the knees. 0-1. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Popped up. Hoskins will put this one away, and the side is retired. Marlins get one here on a couple of hits. 8th inning coming up. It's the Marlins 4 and the Phillies 0. Striding in once again, Michael Franco.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. 0-1 pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Hit down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Hit hard towards center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So their half of the 8th opens with a man aboard.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, were you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, Dero. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
Standing in now, Andrew McCutcheon. Dean makes the catch, and now they might be able to double them off at first. On to first, a double play. Now at the plate, number 73. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Nice execution right there. Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
Logan Morrison will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first.
8, Logan Morrison.
Chop to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 left for Philadelphia. They're down 4-0. Blake Parker
please.
is on to pitch out
Now
of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 53, Blake Parker.
And that'll bring in Garrett Cooper. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8. And that's in there for strike 1.
Cooper.
Strike two.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
Line towards center field. McCutchen patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. Well, these fans have been treated to a fine outing out of their hometown starter as we give you a look at the numbers here. A big 0 in the run column on the right-hand side of your screen. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Dickerson is over just a few steps to his right as he takes it for out number 2.
Now batting, catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
Now at the plate, Jorge Alfaro. He went deep back in the 5th. He's set. Here it comes. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. There's strike 2 as it catches the outside corner. 2 out, nobody on. And wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
On the ground up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Hey, he did an amazing job just to be able to get wood on this baseball and drive it through the infield. I mean, that pitch was executed perfectly. Breaking ball down below the zone. Nice job right there.
Into the box, Austin Dean. This he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And he fouls this one off. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Marlins leave 1, but they hold a 4-0 lead. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Gene Segura. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Second baseman, Cesar.
Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Rojas has a play, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Here's Bryce Harper now. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Fouled away. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
Yeah, Matty, he's had these guys on the proverbial rocking horse all night. Change it.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout.